Hey there in YouTube land, and happy Father's Day. Hopefully you guys got to go out and celebrate and do stuff fun with the kids and stuff like that. I had to study, so it was a very gorgeous day outside. But anyway, I did get something from my kitties and my better half, and I found some stuff at a kind of like a clearance place. So I'm gonna go with the clearance place stuff first, and then I'll go with the stuff that I got from for Father's Day. So I picked up Saturday Night Live, 25 Years of Music, Volume 2. I want the rest of these. I think there's about 4 of these. And I'm a huge Saturday Night Live fan. I've got Saturday Night Live, the Saturday Morning Funhouse one. And I've got Saturday Night Live 80s documentary. And I got another one of the best of ones. But I like one of the actors type things. I want to get this Eddie Murphy one, which is a really, really good one. But anyway, this is the music one. Has a lot of great music on here. It's got the Go-Go's, Queen, Tina Turner, John Cougar Mellencamp, Duran Duran, all at their peak. Basically, this is around the time that I was really listening to music. Next one I picked up was Blame It on Rio, a movie that I haven't actually seen since 1984. I watched this in the theater about 6 times, and I was a teenage boy, so I watched this in the theater about 6 times because of this girl here, Michelle Johnson, who I would see in other movies. She was extremely cute, and this was done by Stanley Donen. And now, he was known mostly for musicals, Singing in the Rain, stuff like that. He directed that, but he directed this movie, Blame It on Rio, and I was a big Michael Caine fan at around that time. And I guess I didn't know Demi Moore was, but except that she'd been on like a soap opera. But Michelle Johnson, I recognized from this may have been her first film, but she was just one of those cute ones when you're young you kind of watch. And so I'm going to be interested in seeing this again because it's been a long time, and it's basically Michael Caine's going through this kind of a midlife crisis thing. He meets up with the daughter of his friend, and well, stuff happens. This one, I don't know why I never picked this one before, actually. Little Bush. Like the show, watched it on the Comedy Channel, but didn't last very long. Where's My Bush didn't last very long either, which was kind of it was a live action comedy one, which basically. But this one's kind of, the animation stuff was kind of funny. I kind of wanted to do some different stuff with it, and I want to see where this one goes. I've only seen an episode or so of this. Next one up is Waltz with Bashir, and it's a documentary film. Pretty harrowing, and something I want to check out. The next one I picked up because I was reading My Fangoria magazine last night, and I was reading an article on Jim Jarmusch, who's making a new horror film. His first, actually. Jarmusch, I've seen a lot of his stuff, like Down by Law and stuff like that, for Criterion. But so I kind of wanted to really get in. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff in a while, and I wanted to see something before the movie comes out, because I'm thinking that the film they did, the vampire film, is something that I actually might want to go see in theater. So Coffee and Cigarettes, it was the first. This is what caught my eye for this in the whole place. Was this one here, right here? The film, a new film by Jim Jarmusch. Of course, not new now. This was done in 2004, but I haven't seen it. And again, this Jarmusch's style is going to be pretty stark. Cam work could be amazing, and black and white, of course. Most of the stuff, if not all of it, I think is done in black and white. A lot of the same. You get a lot of the actors that act in a lot of Jarmusch's films. Roberto Benigni. You got Stephen Wright in here, of course. These guys that always show up. You get some other actors that come in here. Bill Murray, who shows up in a lot of these type of films. He does a lot of stuff for Wes Anderson as well. So if you're a fan of Jim Jarmusch, it might be worth checking out. I have not seen this one yet, so I'll find out soon enough. This is one I picked up because I was interested in the director, and I picked it up because there's a song on it for my better half. And that's the work of director Spike Jonze. Recently, I picked up the Criterion Beastie Boys. video anthology, and that had like some Spike Jonze videos on there as well. Uh, Spike Jonze was like one of those guys. He started out in music videos and made just some really, really popular ones. And I'll be honest, when I read the names of some of the stuff, I don't remember some of the songs, but when I look at the pictures, I definitely remember the videos. And of course, that one there, the front picture is from California by Wax. Now the stuff I got for Father's Day, I got 2 Blu-rays for Father's Day, and I was asked to choose a couple days ago what I wanted, and I had to go between some different ones. So there was some Scream Factory there, and there was some other stuff, and I went with a couple of different things than I originally thought I was going to, and hopefully I made the right choices. First one was the Criterion. With the Criterion sale coming up, I didn't want to go with 2 Criterions. I almost did, because I wanted to get the one I got the one I did for my contest was God, I'm blanking on the name right now. Breathless. Anyway, so I wanted to get myself a copy of Breathless. So part of me regrets not getting it, but the Criterion sale's coming up, and it's got the Arrow sale. If you haven't seen on the Arrow website thingy or whatever, it's extended to June 29th. Anyway, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Criterion. This is the one I actually decided on. I'm a Wes Anderson fan, and but more than anything else, I'm a fan of Roald Dahl. And Roald Dahl, of course, made some fantastic stuff. You know, Charlie and Chocolate Factory, James and Giant Peach, though I did not like the film. I just didn't get into it. But this one here I really, really want to see. I've heard lots of great stuff about this. And you know, I've actually never seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, and it's a more recent one. It's got a great voice cast. Of course, it's got everybody that you can imagine from Wes Anderson films in this one here. So aside from like the new guys like, you know, George Clooney and Meryl Streep, we've got, of course, Bill Murray's going to be in here. Owen Wilson's going to be in this film as well. Just because he uses him in every. Jason Schwartzman, you know he's going to be in here. Wes Anderson has this, you know, these people that he uses in every one of his films. You can pretty much be assured that all those voice casts are going to end up in this one here. And it just is such a beautiful done one. I just got to open it up and look at it for you guys here. So this is my first of the dual packs, and I really, really love the look of the dual packs. It has the 2 DVDs and the 1 Blu-ray. It's just a very gorgeous print. It's very Wes Anderson. Seriously, it's got a gorgeous book. Yeah. Oh, of course. You open it up, and there's a part in here, actually, which I thought was really cool. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, there actually is a comic book inside of here, which is kind of like, of course, it's an indie comic because it's Wes Anderson, so heaven forbid it's like anything else. There's a Welcome to the Dollhouse, of course, TAHL. It's an article by Wes Anderson that he did for the New York Times in 2002. We have Volpine Nature by Erica Wagner. There's like a cast thing here. Of course, who we got? Yeah, it's a Wes Anderson. You know, Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Willem Dafoe, Owen Wilson. Just anybody you can think of. And it is a gorgeous one, guys. If you haven't seen this one, if you're a Wes Anderson fan, if you're a fan of Fantastic Mr. Fox, you're just a fan of movies, this is a really good movie. And it's one that you can actually you can't watch all Criterion with your whole family, but this one you can. So, that's the thing. The other one I got is a stranger one, because the cover was not it's an unusual cover. My kids laughed at the cover, because they thought, you know, what is it, Dad, are you want to tell us something? But that is The Swimmer with Burt Lancaster. It's a Grindhouse releasing film, and if you know Grindhouse releasing, they put out great stuff like Corruption and stuff, and films like that. Peter Cushing, you know, rarity. And this is just a really kind of esoteric, really film. It's hard to explain. It was really hard to find. It has a great 2.5-hour documentary on here as well. We have the original New Yorker short story read by the author on here, and linear notes are by Stuart Gordon, of course, the director from Reanimator. There's production stills, alternate scenes, stills galleries, trailers, TV spots, and other surprises, which I'm really kind of interested in to see what the other surprises are. One of the other cool things that I found about this was that you open it up, it's a DVD Blu-ray combo. So it comes up like this. I love the cover. and the inside art here. And of course, it's like there's a background scenery, so check that out because I haven't really. It's just basically the trees and stuff, but you know, the scene with Burt Lancaster. You can see him there in the trees, almost Tarzan-ish. So it's got one Blu-ray and one DVD, and Swimmer is a very different film. I've watched the trailer on and of course, like all the Grindhouse releasing, there's always a great booklet with these things here, and just some great pictures and a lot of reading. Although the booklet seems like it's smaller, it actually has a lot of really good reading, and it's The Haunting of Ned Morrell by Stuart Gordon. And Stuart Gordon is, of course, a big fan of this one. We got Downstream Swimmer by Chris Ennis. And if you've never seen The Swimmer, it really is worth seeing. It's an important film. And it's an underrated film, something that if you're a film buff like me, you've probably heard of it or you've seen it. This will be something that's going to be on your radar already, so I probably don't have to tell you. But The Swimmer is a fantastic film. Grindhouse Releasing puts out some great stuff. I want to get the God, they got a Western out now. I can't remember the name, but one of my friends here on YouTube actually picked up this and a Western at the same time. I think it might have been The Big Gun Down or something like that, but I cannot remember for sure. But I know it looked really interesting. So those are the ones that I picked and got today. Of course, there's the Arrow 7 that I've got coming, and I was focused on a director there, so I'm hoping to like really kind of do a really good video on that director once I get those come. And I guess that's about it. I'm going to go get some tea. I'm going to relax a bit. I'm going to call my dad because it is Father's Day. So if you haven't already, guys, go call your dad and tell him what a great job he's doing, because trust me, dads need to hear it too. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, it's time for tea.